man. We back with another episode, man. 21 Vibe, the podcast. We have a special guest in the building.
Sir.
Yeah, Miss Amber.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
You
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Long time coming. Rose Roddy in the building.
What's up?
CML CEO in the building.
What's poppin'?
Fur Lady Fat in the building.
What's up?
I feel good in them motherfuckers. I feel good in here right now. I'm feeling good. Yeah, that's why I was on it. I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good, man. So we'll jump straight into it. Current events. Before the show started, we was talking about the parent that went on the school bus and threatened the kids about bullying his kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Kobe start this off since he the only one on the panel with a kid. How you feel about that? As a dad, let me ask you this. As a dad, would you have got on the bus if you had talked to the school, talked to the teachers, and your child said he was being bullied? Would you have got on that bus?
I would have found that parent.
You
The kid parent.
That what he did though.
The kid parent?
Yeah, he said he talked to the school, he talked to the parent, he talked to the school, then he talked to the parent again. That's how he conveyed it. Like he had tried twice on both ends, or maybe even more than that. I don't know, but multiple times.
Well, me being who I am, now I'm telling my little boy, hey, beat his ass.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
Yeah, if I talk to the parent, I talk to the school, and he still, hey, boy, beat his ass and beat your ass.
Yeah.
I ain't get on no bus no other kid because I want about to do my son like that.
Hollering and screaming.
Yeah, beat his ass, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or I'm going to beat the parent ass. You gonna eat or for real?
Nah, for real.
It's easy to say, like, I wouldn't want to do that because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not right, and I would be the person like, okay, like, I got out of character. I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah. But I might tweak a little bit. Like, you know, you never know how you're going to act about your kid.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you got to have your kid coming home to you crying, like, oh, man, they keep bothering me, like, and you just to a point where it's like, you being their parent, it's like you feel like you're supposed to make things right for them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like, you might tweak out. Like, you might have a moment of weakness and, like, go cuss some motherfucking kids out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then have to apologize for it later. But at the end of the day, it was wrong. But I do understand how you can be caught in a moment of, you know, passion like that.
Yeah. I was glad that he, like, apologized.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because that shit looked like some goofy shit. Right.
Yeah.
You just looking at it. I get like what you saying.
Uh-huh.
You don't know how you really going to act
right
in that situation. Especially if it's like somebody hitting your child.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a thin line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now let me ask y'all this. On a previous episode, because we all, I guess, kind of in agreement with what the daddy should have done. But in a previous episode, we all said that kids be lying. So
kids do be lying.
What's the thin line on that?
Like their kid lying?
Yeah. What if the kid exaggerating this shit?
About the bullying part?
Yeah.
That should have been addressed when he contacted the school and the parents. Like obviously that was it was on the. Yeah, it would have been like the school telling him, oh, you know, they said that this isn't true versus the school saying, okay, we'll handle it. And the parents saying, okay, we'll handle it. Yeah. They're not like providing a rebuttal like, oh, my kid said this ain't even happening. It's more so like, oh, we gonna fix it. Appreciate you calling us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they're admitting that the kid is an issue.
Yeah, because like one thing I can say, like in the beginning he went through the proper steps that he should have went through. You know what I'm saying? But like when the school ain't doing shit, the goddamn school bus driver ain't doing shit, that's when you will start to feel like, okay, well now it's my turn to step in.
So the kid didn't get punished?
Somebody like the other kids?
Yeah.
Apparently they did.
He didn't say. Yeah, but probably not. Because I feel like they take bullying like, it's like, it is what it is. Like,
I think they look at it like it's kids.
Yeah, it's
like they kids.
You know, hey, we can tell them like, hey, stop doing that, but they kids. They probably gonna keep doing this shit. Like,
but I gotta go back to my kid. He can't come home and tell me somebody bullying him. I'm gonna get in his ass. Boy, no, fuck no. Yeah. Before I must go to the school and do all that, I must start at home. Like, no, boy. Yeah. Like, I ain't tell you go out there and fight, but somebody hit you, hit them back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Both ways to start at home.
Or tell the teacher, tell somebody, but you can't keep coming back and saying, every day I'm getting bullied.
Yeah.
Oh,
but think about it. I feel like a lot of our friends, like, who have kids, like, their kids are being raised differently than, like, how we were kind of brought up. Like, we was taught, like, okay, whoop they ass. And, you know, we probably went to private schools where motherfuckers was fighting and throwing hands, but they going to schools, like, over the mountain where a lot of kids not fighting. They grow up with really diverse, like, children, and they're taught to, you know, kind of control themselves a little bit better than, like, back how when we was fighting in school and shit like that. So it's like your kid ain't even no fighter. They don't even know how to approach this situation. How So I feel like as a parent in this day and age, it's kind of important to like put some hood into your kids so they know like bullying is not like that's not an option.
Right.
Like it's not an option.
You want some kids?
I do.
You sound like a mama.
Yeah.
Sound like you know what you're doing already.
Yeah, my kid gonna have some thug in them.
Nah, for sure. You got to.
You got to. Because my
2022,
feelings would get hurt if my baby come to
sure.
me telling me like, somebody was mean enough. Even my nephew, like if I hear about little situations that he got going on at school, like I'll be ready to pull up. Like, why y'all can't keep y'all kids in control? He's minding his business. He's sweet. Like he ain't bothering nobody. Yeah. Like why is your kid trying to fight him?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ain't no Tim.
Kid's bad.
Nah, kid's bad as fuck. It worse now.
But
Worse than it ever been.
Yeah, kids is bad, but before I get on the bus and tell them that I beat their ass, I need my child to try to beat their ass first.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, now we get to a point where my child that keep losing, get his ass beat. Then I gotta step in for my child.
If my son get his ass beat, just get his ass beat. At least he fought. I just want him to just to fight, just to show. Because 9 out of 10, he ain't gonna keep beating your ass.
Yeah,
you gonna find out one day you gonna beat his ass, but you just can't keep. If he get his ass beat. Because nowadays, look at nigga, their ass beat, they ready to pull a gun out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
True.
It's okay to lose, but you gonna fight though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna fight.
Yeah.
And it's important to teach them when they're younger, because when you get in the real world, you gonna hate coworkers and professionals.
Exactly.
Like, what you gonna do then when money involved, when your career involved? So I think a lot of people too, they're too timid with their children because if you raise children soft, they're gonna be soft as adults.
That's it.
Maybe not in social life, but when you talking career and business, like
social
that
life too, you right.
translates
In relationships.
Yeah, everything.
For sure.
Everything.
Because my little boy 12, I don't think he never got whipping with a belt.
Yeah.
He was 5, I was slapping his ass, punching his ass. For real.
Nah, we were
For
totally
real.
different.
Cause that's how we was raised.
Totally different.
Like,
You know
the kids
what I'm
don't
saying?
even go outside and ride bikes anymore.
Exactly.
Like,
These
It's like-
kids ain't good with
He gonna be
like
hell
that.
nah.
Nah, I tell y'all a funny ass story. So my first fight ever that I thought I was finna get in, I went home, right? I was like, hey, Dad, I think I'm gonna fight tomorrow. There's a nigga told me, like, after school is up. Big nigga. I'm like, Dad, I think I'm gonna fight tomorrow.
yeah.
What? You gonna fight? I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna fight tomorrow at the YMCA. I beat her. That's what he told me. I beat her. All right, bet. I'm good. School get out. Walk across the street to the YMCA. I'm looking around for my dad. I don't see that nigga nowhere.
Oh, Lord.
Nigga come up to me. We finna fight. Nigga push me. I don't do shit. I'm young now. I don't do nothing. This nigga big as fuck. I don't do nothing. Luckily, and I ain't even gonna cap, but luckily, everybody, they broke it up. I was younger here, probably like 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah.
I get home, my dad like, how the fight went? I'm like, shit, he ain't do nothing. My dad like, man, you ain't do shit. I watched the whole thing. So my dad had pulled up and just parked.
Okay.
Watch it from
And
the
just
car.
watched to see what his son was gonna do.
Yeah.
But that day forward is the day we had that, like, this how you fight.
That
son.
talk. All right.
Yeah, like this what you supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's like to what y'all saying, that's so different from
Right.
how now it is.
Right.
Like, my dad was finna watch me fight.
Yeah.
Now, let me see what you talking about first.
Yeah.
I'm interested
Before I
to see
come
how
out there,
they
let me
are
just
as
see what you
adults.
talking about first. You know what I'm saying? But
Crazy.
I don't know, man. Shit just different now.
My first fight, we was playing basketball in the gym. It was the 5th grade.
Yeah.
And her name was Sharisha. She was real big, and I was really little and skinny. And she just kept fouling me. She kept being at me. She was like, "What you want to do?" And we fought, and I whooped in the gym. But then we went home. You remember the little twist? And I had the little rubber bands
Butterfly,
on. My sister had did my hair hanging. I had my little cheerleader suit on. Next thing I know, I'm walking at the football game. She grabbed me from behind. She got me at the football field.
Damn.
But I got in the gym.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna cap,
She
bro.
snuck you. That ain't fair.
Yeah.
That ain't fair.
Literally.
Bro, I ain't gonna cap. And Coach might feel like this too. But the fact that y'all first fight came that late, like 4th, 5th grade,
That's late?
Fuck yeah.
yeah, that's late,
Yeah.
bro. Cause like,
Honestly.
bro, I had my first
Yeah.
fight when I was like 7 years old,
I
bro.
probably had my first fight in like 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, my shit went crazy after that though. I couldn't stop.
And then,
I kicked out of school for fighting
Man,
everything.
what?
That
and
shit
then,
got crazy.
and then like my first fight was like just like on her type shit. Like we were playing basketball. I was going to the Y on the east side, and goddamn nigga was fouling me. A nigga had like scratched me real bad, and I just saw blood like coming down my face. Like I just lost it. Like
Nah, it's over after
I
that.
just lost it, cause like that my first time actually like seeing blood from a person coming down on me, and like
Yeah.
I had saw the blood, went to the counselor. You know what I'm saying? Got patched up and shit real quick. Next thing I know, I done ran back to the court, saw his ass. I tackled that nigga on the goddamn. I tackled his ass on the cement court, and they started fighting. You know what I'm saying? But
handle business.
You gotta fight, especially me. Growing up with 5 brothers, we had to fight. My first, I know I got my ass whooped plenty of times.
Yeah.
But I wasn't getting my ass whooped outside the house though. Shit. I'm so used to getting my ass whooped.
They gonna go off for that.
We all in the school at the same time. We're gonna beat a nigga ass.
the whole gang.
See, we were taught that. If you see your brother fight, you better fight too.
Yeah.
Man, we had to fight.
For sure. I feel that. So, we'll give y'all a little game real quick. Because we got somebody on the show that got a lot of game to offer, a lot of game to give. And we're going to get into that first. So, what I'm going to do is, Miss Amber, I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the people and you can tell them what you do and all that kind of stuff.
So my name is Amber Jones, and I'm from Town Creek. I went to school at UAB, and after college, I went professional, and I played basketball for 4 years. So I had a career-ending foot injury in 2016, and at the time, I was studying to go back to medical school, but my brother was in the NFL at the time, and he went to buy our mama a car, and his credit score was like 5-something. I'm like, how you in the NFL? You got all these financial advisors, people around you, but your credit score is so low. So I took a tax and financial class, and I raised his credit score like 150 points in like 6 months. And so then I started like helping his teammates, helping people we know. And at the time, this girl that was my sister's friend, she was like, well, you want to go in business? Because the doctors had just told me I couldn't play basketball anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like the rest is history. So where basketball was the only thing I loved to do, I was going to medical school, just job security, money, you know what I'm saying? I found something I really love to do, like helping people every day, helping athletes, just everybody reach their goals, start their business. Because what I realized when I got into it, I'm like, I went to college, graduated with honors, all of this, but the most important stuff they didn't teach us.
Right.
And I'm like, it's really ABC 1, 2, 3. We just gotta have someone to teach us.
Right.
And I feel like it's modern day slavery. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
why not put it in school?
Keep you back.
That's how they keep us down.
Yeah.
So two things to put it in context and to validate our guests. When were you doing that? Like what year? Like how long you been doing this?
I started in 2017,
Okay.
and I branched out on my own and started Life Key in June 2019. So it's been over 3 years.
Gotcha. How you feel about college since you didn't go to college for that?
I think everybody needs the college experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you need college to be successful at a trade? No.
Fuck no.
But I do think all kids should have the college experience. You're gonna miss a lot. So
Yeah.
I would still send my kids to college, but you don't need it. I just need them to know what they're doing and send them to leadership school, because even the School of Business don't teach you how to run businesses.
Right.
I, had an appointment to talk to the dean of the School of Business, but they don't own a business. So college is designed to teach you how to work for other people. Yeah, but I do think everybody needs the experience.
Yeah. Everybody in agreement with that?
I do. I agree with
You
that.
don't think so?
I feel like college
I feel
teaches you
what
how
she's
to
saying.
like go into adulthood, like kind of
Yeah.
like, develop that independence, especially for kids who like never really had like no form of independence, because some of us like experience like independence.
Need that dorm room experience.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just living outside of your parents' home,
Yeah.
like just being introduced to like real life situations, Just,
Why you shaking your head, bro?
I agree to a certain extent, because what she said, like, go to college from elementary to high school, middle school, high school, go to college, get a degree, be successful. Bullshit.
Don't happen like that.
Yeah, that's
for
bullshit.
sure
Don't happen
bullshit.
like that.
Bullshit.
Nah, bullshit.
Like
Nah,
when
if
you
you-
graduate, that's the worst
Like
part.
I tell my son now, if you get a full scholarship and you can afford to go to college, then go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you say you just want to go to college to be successful, nah. Because I know everything to make you successful now.
Yeah.
I was just so happy to have a basketball scholarship and went.
Yeah.
With the experience, yeah, I get it, yeah. For the experience and networking.
Right.
That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah.
Right.
Experience and network.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So one thing that I noticed, and this a current event too, the Joe Biden thing about the student loans,
Okay.
right? So one dilemma that I noticed about that, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the forgiveness is for people that make less than 125,000.
The 125.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw people saying that the 10,000 or the 20,000 won't put a dent in their student loans.
And honestly, for a lot of people, it won't.
But that's insane, because how the fuck why do you have all them student loans if you don't make over 120,000?
Ain't that some bullshit?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
like that's a college scam, bro.
That's a motherfucking scam.
I'm just looking like, what?
$50,000 to $80,000 in loans, and you only making $45,000.
Like, that's
you know what
insane.
I'm saying? Like, it's bizarre.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And I just think people should be more strategic going into college. So that's what I was talking to my nieces about. Sometimes it's what you like to do, but right now you saying you want to do what you like to do, but most people, 99% of people ain't doing anything they love to do.
Facts.
What's going to make you the most money? What's going to be secure? So just getting that through your child head is another thing too.
Yeah. And then like you think about it, like doctors. Like they gotta be in school like at least about like 8 years to become a doctor. But like just imagine like how much student loans, like imagine how much debt they actually collect.
A lot.
And then like once they become a doctor, they not making the bad right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably start off like 80,000 right off the bat, and then eventually they start getting to the point where like 200, 300. So you know what I'm saying? So you going to school for 8 to 12 years, and then it might still take you another 12 to 15 years to pay back all the goddamn student loans. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, college really just like
it's a trap. It's
all
another
about
trap.
being
It's a trap.
educated, the parents.
A rich man scheme. Goddamn.
Nah, for sure. So let's get into some credit stuff. I want to know, my first question to you, what do you feel like is the main question you get asked about credit?
How can I fix it? How can I get 800?
How can you fix it? What the answer is?
To get a house.
What the answer is?
The answer is just knowing where you stand. Like knowing, for one, how credit even works, the 5 parts that make up credit. Understand that your credit profile ain't my credit profile. Like we're all different people. So when people come into my program, and that's why I think credit repair is looked at as a scam, because a lot of people who didn't go to like it's nothing that you just go to college for. So most people in my industry just to try to do anything, but when you're dealing with this, it's very lucrative. You can make a lot of money, and so they be focused on making a lot of money. But see, me from the beginning, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm really here to help the people. So I turn away a lot of business. I under-promise and I over-deliver.
So you turn around a lot of business. Why?
Because if you come in my program and you tell me you want a house tomorrow, and I tell you I might can make that happen. If next month come and you don't have it, you're going to feel away. But I'm going to tell you to give yourself a year, even if I know it's going to take 2 to 3 months, because it's under promise, over deliver. Everybody should practice that in business. You don't over promise and under deliver.
Big facts.
So I would rather them go to somebody who say it's going to happen in 30, 60, 90 days. Like, that's cool. That's not my target audience. And that's why I built the business that I built with no bad reviews.
So you saying slow and steady win the race?
Every time. Literally, every time.
Glad you like that, because most people, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, I learned this, it was simple. Like most people, it's like sending out documents. Letters, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like knowing if you had this, you might got a fucking bill from DirecTV and it's over 7 years. You send a paper in, it drop off your credit. It's just simple shit, but what get me with most people with credit is credit. They charge you $1,500 to send some paperwork off and change the address and they ain't fix your credit.
Yeah. True, and that's all about perspective too. It's another thing.
I'm on your ass because y'all be scamming.
Another thing
y'all be scamming.
With not communicating.
I'm here for y'all be scamming.
Credit repair is not raising your credit score. Credit repair is getting the negatives off.
Yeah.
You have to build your credit. So people come to me, I went to so and so and it didn't work. They scamming, they doing this. I said, well, let me see your stuff from when they started. They got deletions. When you pay for credit repair, you're paying to get things deleted. But if the company is not teaching you how to build, your score isn't going to go up. So they're doing the job that you paid them to do.
Right.
So that's why I say credit repair, you got to.
I'm saying, so what you do?
With your point, it's no different than, like, I could paint my nails. Right. If I wanted to, I could do my hair. Like, I don't know why people look at credit like that. Everything we do in this world is convenience. Taxes, clothes, everything.
But it's just like with me, when I learned, I'm looking like, damn, this shit easy. Pay, like some shit, I was just sending the paperwork off, went and got a secure card, put the money on there, my money, built it, and my shit just knowing not use 30%.
Nah, you got
bills
you got
on
good
time.
credit,
I did that shit. But like she said, when I did it, because I was getting turned around, because I'm thinking like, damn, I got money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm going to these places. What's your credit score? Man, I got money, man.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about that.
Nothing about it.
So once I found that, I'm like, damn, cuz, like, you know what I'm saying? So I did what I had to do. Sent paperwork off, did this, got me a secure card. Boom, got a secure card. Had that for like 1 or 2 years. Paid my bills on time. Then got a procedure card. Boom, did that. That shit was just building.
Yeah.
It took years though. It took like
simple.
5 years though.
Yep.
Now I got like a 750.
Yeah, but
okay, go ahead, Rod.
But like, Emma, speak on that. Speak on like how you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have no credit, you still not where you supposed to be.
You don't need
And that's
credit.
what yes, you do.
need credit.
And so
You
that's
need
why I
credit.
say,
You
when
don't.
I got athletes now, that's my, when they first started, had
Exactly.
no
A lot of
credit,
them got
paying
bad
for
credit.
everything.
Yeah.
You can have them. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I got a client that make $2 million a year. Okay, and let's say he got this idea and he want to build this big gym, this facility that's gonna cost $50 million. You can't pay that in cash.
Well, yeah, you need
so
credit for
granted,
that.
so granted, that's what it is. You can leverage it. So you may
for
not
sure.
need it now. You may not need it for your lifestyle. But if you're trying to do things that are bigger than you, make $1 billion or et cetera, you need it. So why not just, instead of pay for the car cash, just get a couple of thousand in interest. So if you ever need it or you want to start a business or whatever you want to do, you're gonna have credit.
Right. And then like the reason why I say that you do need credit, G, because like a lot of things that I've been seeing and like coming up to this, it's like OPM. You know what I'm saying? Like using, like even though I got $2 million,
What's OPM for the
Other
viewers?
people
What it is?
money.
that's using other people's money. So like even though that you got $2 million in your account, I feel like and tell me if I'm wrong, I feel like it's still better to like use other people's money
Yes,
to like
every
try to
time.
get
I
your
don't
business
agree with
started.
that.
You put that,
I
you put that
agree
in
with
life insurance. Long as you have a plan. Now, if you don't have a
agree
plan,
with that.
that's when it goes wrong. So, for instance, you got an LLC, you doing real estate. If you got $2 million in the bank, that'll get you a building for $200 million. You only need 10% down with good credit. 10% down, 3 years of tax returns, and so. I had someone to come in my office, and this is what I've been trying to work on and what I see in our community. It's like we think we doing big business. Like you got your little properties. I got my little properties. I got the gym owners. You got your little gym and this and that, but they building skyscrapers.
Right.
They
Right.
building the Hoover Metplex. So it's not hard if you get like
My
7
boys
or 8
already
people.
rich too, though, Am.
No, if you get
My
7
boys ain't
to
broke
8.
getting no facilities.
But I'm telling you, to get it, it don't take as much as you think. So I got a plan with me and a couple of my friends. I want to build a facility one day, a gym facility. I already talked to the SBA. All you need is 2-3 years of positive cash flow business tax returns, all the investors, over a 700 credit score, and you need 10% down.
Yeah.
10% down on $5 million ain't number 500,000.
Facts.
And then like G, another reason why I say that,
right with that,
the
man.
only reason why I say that,
Shit.
Yeah,
and then G,
told you.
and then
Hey, man, what's up?
what's
up, man? We need 10%.
Got my LLC, all my shit. I'm working my
Yeah.
credit now.
and then G, like one thing that I've been seeing, like, okay, like I've been seeing people like with business credit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I be knowing people who don't have 120,000 in their account, but at the same time they get $120,000, $150,000 worth of business credit that they can use towards their business to like enhance their
grow it,
business
yeah.
and all that stuff too.
That's how I started. I'm about to work with Larry, Rewarding Solutions. He's specialized in funding, so I'm about
Shout
to
out to
partner.
Larry.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out
Larry.
to Larry.
Shout out Larry.
Lex is sweet. So I'm gonna give you an example. So when I first opened my business, I already had a relationship with Redstone Federal Credit Union in Huntsville. My car was with them, my savings was with them. So my business was only open 2 weeks, and I went to them and they gave me a $40,000 line of credit and they gave me a $25,000 credit card. I just hit $5,000 in the account. And so this is the good thing about business credit. You can have a couple of different businesses and you can get as much credit on those as you want. They're gonna always pull your personal. So when you see, that's the thing about social media, you can build business credit without your social security number. That's only true for them little net accounts. To get real money and real credit cards, you need your personal credit.
that's cap.
That's cap.
Okay.
It's leading people, but I get it. It's a sales.
Consultation.
It's a sales marketing, but let me give you an example.
Trying to get business credit, they won't give me none.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
so.
started though. I ain't
No,
started like 2
no.
months.
But just the foundation, like for instance, having a business address, the abbreviations on it. So if it's 20th Street North, if it's spelled out street on the Alabama Secretary of State and it's abbreviated ST, that could cause a duplicate profile and that could
Why?
get you denied. Because business credit is not regulated by consumer protection laws like personal credit.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. Hold on. Rewind. Hold on. You can't see why folks think that's a scam? Just 'cause I don't spell it right, I can't get no money?
It's just the bank. That's just their rules. It's an automated system.
That's crazy.
Gotta have a business address. Even though it's 2022, people do business from home.
Yeah.
To seem legit to the bank, you need a commercial, get a virtual address.
I got a P.O. box. What they do?
No, P.O. box screens fraud and scam. They Google it and it's the post office. They need to be able to Google your business address and it's a commercial building. Yeah. The Wells Fargo building right there is a virtual office. You pay like $50 a month. And you get 420 20th Street North Suite 2200. And let's say you want to have a big business meeting. You pay $20. Let me tell y'all what happened to us. So my brother invested in this weed app when he was in the league. And we flew to Miami. These foreign dudes. We in this big old conference room, this big executive thing, and it's this big office. So now that I know what I know now, it was a virtual office. And they just ran a conference room.
Exactly.
So it's just about... knowing.
So you saying for the viewers? So you saying don't use your home address?
No.
Don't use no P.O.
and
box?
It's public.
What you supposed to use?
A business address.
Yeah.
So
Use a
like
business.
for
Another
instance, if
business?
you know somebody with a lot of my friends use my office address.
Oh, okay.
Like if you know somebody, this is a commercial space. If you know somebody that got one, the mail don't come there for real, and if they do, I got little folders for everybody that get your mail when it comes.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you don't know anyone, it's called a virtual address, and you just pay to have a commercial address. But P.O. box is worse than a house because it doesn't lead to anything. A house, I just still won't recommend it because business information is public. I can go in the Secretary of State and search Hush Lounge. It's gonna tell me who owns it. It's gonna tell the address. If the house is on there, then your house is public.
Nah, for sure.
Right.
Easy.
For sure.
So that's another reason.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to ask you, on the panel, I feel everybody entrepreneurs. It's a new business for us as well, being on the podcast. How important are LLCs?
It's very important because, for one, it separates personal and business from a liability standpoint. For instance, if I get up and I trip and that burn me, I could sue y'all and I could take your house, your car. I could sue whoever in here, but whoever owned the building. But if it's an LLC, you're protected. And also, as far as building the credit, you don't want to put all that credit on your personal and have all your cars maxed out and everything. You want it in the business name. For instance, let's talk about car. And we all want houses. It's hard to get a house as an entrepreneur. Lord help my soul. Courtney, thank you. 2 years it took me. Debt to income. So if your car, let's say you want a car payment, it's $500 a month. If the car is in your business name, they take that $500 off your debt when it comes to debt to income for a house. So just so many different things, keeping it separate. Let's say you have this lounge and you want to go off and start a clothing business or something. The debt is not on your personal. The debt is on that business name. So when I go and I want to get a credit card and a line of credit for the clothing line, they're going to pull my personal credit, and it's still $840. So it don't matter if that other business credit maxed out, or it doesn't matter. They're going to look at your personal credit and whatever business you're applying for a business credit. So if you got 10 businesses, you can go get $100,000 for each business. They're just going to hit your personal credit. So it's just smart.
Well, I'm set up an appointment tomorrow.
And it's really simple. So that's why I say I really love what I do, because it's very simple. And it's not that us as minorities, it's not that we're not as smart, that we're not as innovative.
Nah,
we just don't
way
have the
smarter.
knowledge.
No, we way smarter.
And now that I'm finding, I'm like, this is crazy. This is simple. It's crazy.
And it is. That what made me get a business credit, because like my personal account got closed a lot of times because I was using too much stuff to my personal account.
Right.
And somebody told me, like, bro, get a business account, and it's like make payroll. So take the money out of my personal account, say every 30th day of the month, and direct to my business account. So if I say I want to tell the bank, hey, on the 30th of every month, take $1,500 out of my personal account and put it toward my business account.
Right. That's exactly
So I'm learning about
Well,
this
you know
shit.
something on it.
I'm learning about that shit. I'm learning about that shit.
I like it. I love
So I got
it.
to meet with her, so that shit will take me who?
Oh, facts.
Bro, they over that bistro roll.
Just like with payroll.
They over that bistro roll.
So weird.
I'm glad y'all brought her on here. I ain't know she was coming.
But
I'm glad y'all brought her on here, boy. I got to set up a consultation with her, cuz.
You should be paid every month on the same day for
I just learned all that, cuz.
I just started my payroll shit too.
But ever since I opened up my business account, like, it would have been like just researching and stuff. But it's like most you say is just learning, like knowing that shit. Like now that I know that shit, I'm doing that shit. Like boom, boom. I got it. It's so crazy now to get an LLC, bro. You gotta go through so much now.
It's easy though.
No, cause like I had to go through, like, now it was back then you just go get an LLC. Now I had to go through fill out some.
You can get you an accountant, bro. You too rich. You gotta get you an accountant.
No,
yeah,
I got me an accountant.
I have a course that's called
like
Start Your
Well, they
Business
got
in
me
24
then.
hours.
Yeah, they got you. Well, they got you.
That's what I'm saying.
I got that motherfucker now, though.
That's why you gotta have somebody that knows.
That's what I'm saying. So when I first went, I had to first go online and I had to put something in to get me on there to get the LLC. I had to pay I forgot how much I had to pay.
$236.
$230, right? To get it.
No.
Then when I had to get it, I had to take it back to the courthouse.
You did. They changed that this year. You could do it online.
Okay then. So I know I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, you ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But once again, it's still about telling.
That is a lot. That's a hassle. Now I keep driving back and forth to you.
At first, you didn't have to do that though.
But that's what we talk about, convenience.
Yeah, at first
so
you had to do
let me
that.
tell y'all what happened to a lot of people I know. So my company lawyer does all of my clients' LLCs or whatever, and he charges my clients half off. It's like $700. He charges $14
for LLC.
But let me say this. So
I ain't gonna do that.
This is what I'm saying, and that's why I came out with the course. You can do it yourself. Like I said, anything in this world, like I'm very techie. I can do it myself. So I got a couple of people. One person in particular, she was just saying, it's too much. I can go do it myself. Google is saying I could do it myself. This and that. 2-3 years rolled by and the pandemic hit, and the government was giving out money to people who had businesses. Right. And guess who didn't have a business? A lot of them people that was hollering, I could do it myself. At the end of the day, you have to know yourself. If you're not gonna go,
don't fall lazy.
If you're not gonna do it.
It's convenience.
I that's why I don't agree that it's a scam. It's not a scam because for people like me, it's about convenience, and I'm all about convenience. So it's like, I know I'm not finna go learn how to take shit off my motherfucking credit or how to, all the other services that I'm sure you offer. Like, I ain't gonna technically go in. I'm sticking to what I.
It's just like saying it's a maid a scheme. It's a chef. It's that a scam.
It's like, I don't want to do this, so I'm gonna pay somebody else to do it. Like it's like. There's the job for everybody.
I don't look at it as a scam. I look at it as I look at it like
doing it. Listen, you got some people doing this.
I was just saying, I do. I know more people scamming with the credit than doing the credit right. I know more people that scamming.
That's what I'm saying. Because
doing it
some
right.
people just saying, okay, give me $1,500. They don't change your fucking address.
Damn.
No, they just don't know what they like. They ain't took the time to learn.
Just change my fucking address. These people still calling me.
You gave me a dead person address.
Shit ain't changed. Right?
They want to change their address.
I'm just saying.
He said he still calling me.
Before I learned it, I had paid like 3 people, cuz.
And when you pay fully up front, that's illegal.
I had first moved back.
That's illegal.
I got money. I'm trying to fix my credit.
Tell the people.
It's illegal to pay for a big chunk for credit repair up front. So even us, it's not even called a startup fee. It's for your audit. You getting your audit because legally you can't charge up front. Trade lines, when people buy trade lines, when you buying it, that's RICO. That's racketeering with the bank. So it's so many things I learned, and that's why, in my industry, like I said, it's a slow game. I did 7 figures with no chargebacks because of the fact where I'm moral. This is what's right. If it's not, go to somebody else. And so that's the thing. Credit repair is fast money. It's very lucrative. Very lucrative, and a lot of people see that. A lot of people see that, and they just in for the money, but it's not helping people, and that's how we got the scam name.
So I do want to come back to something that we talked about earlier. Opening up businesses under business credit.
Oh yeah.
The reason I want to combat that is because the one thing that my business partner taught me, and I do honestly feel like my business partner is a shark. Like, I feel like he know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying? For example, when we open Hush with our money. I pulled my 401k when I left my job, throw him some money. He put up his money. The one pro that I will say that came from that versus doing business credit is I feel like that's what allowed me to flip my life so quick because there was no debt attached at all. I feel like all we did was bet on ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Pay yourself back.
Yeah, like, so once we put the money in to build this out, once we started making money, we don't owe nobody. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what do you say to people that feel like that? Because I feel like I feel like I'm gonna always bet on myself. And now I feel like for all the people who wonder why there's not more than one Hush, well, shit, I need another 300 to spend.
That's what I was about to say.
I gotta spend another 300. You know what I'm saying?
That just goes back to.
I don't mind doing that.
Correct.
I mean, you just gotta get it first.
Correct.
Enough to spend. Right? You know what I'm saying? So.
And that goes back to good debt and bad debt. So on your personal side, you don't need to be doing all that. But when it comes to the business, like I said, y'all created something, and it's something that's amazing. But if you want to open 10 of them right now in different cities, you can't.
Yeah.
And the good thing about the business credit, if you had the business credit and you had made the money, paid it back, they would have seen that you had history paying it back, and they would have trusted you to do more. So they just go back to, I take it all the way back to we children. I tell people all the time, I don't have kids, but the way I grew up, we wasn't rich. We grew up on a farm, but we wasn't poor either. I don't remember struggling, but parents filed bankruptcy, didn't even know it. Like, why do we have to have all of this stuff? Like, kids don't remember stuff. Like, my parents, they couldn't pay 20% down on my house. My parents can't pay for my wedding. Like, if something happened, but I had the best parents. So I say all the time, even if we don't know or we wasn't raised, it wasn't have anything to do with love. But if we know, for instance, you got a son, when he's 5 years old, he can learn to take out the trash. Not saying don't let the kids have, but attach it to a monetary. You want ice cream or you want $10, son, you gotta do this. Teach them work, teach them hard work. Even if we didn't grow up to tithe and to save, okay, baby, if I give you $10, 10% of this has to go to savings. It's just like when we grow up, we learn habits young. So with us, it's hard because we're older. So even if you're not doing it as a parent, just work hard to still teach your kids that. And we want them to have better, but getting them all these nice cars, that's really hurting them in the end. They're spoiled rats, like literally.
So my son at Lions now, he want it back now. He want it back now.
So look, so I feel like, so with you using your own money, in a way, do you feel like that you're actually limiting yourself to what you what you actually could be doing in the bigger picture?
For sure, but like I said, just like everything, it can be a con because you can be doing it at a larger scale. Yeah. You can be doing it at a larger scale. Money. That's it. Look at America. Look at the rich and good debt. Like there's good debt and bad debt. For instance, let's go to real estate. I took Jamal Key class. We talking about real estate. Okay, I know some people who got like 7 or 8 houses cash, right? Let's say you pay $20,000 for a house, $40,000 for a house. Okay, $20,000 could get me a $200,000 duplex that could have been profiting me for like $4,000 or $5,000 a month. And guess what? That duplex got equity. So you pull so you only have to have that 10% one time. So you pull the equity out the duplex and you go buy another one, and you look up and you got multiple apartment buildings and they cash flowing more. Once again, you got to be smart. You got to make sure you have a real estate agent and make it make sense. But the turnaround time is just higher. So where you took $80,000 in cash on a house, 10% of that with good credit is an $800,000. You won't have to have all them houses. You can have one big apartment building.
Yeah.
So it's good debt.
Yeah.
But once again, you have to have a plan. You got to be following somebody who know what they doing, or you'll end up up shit's creek.
I feel that.
Yeah.
You was finna say something?
I finna say some shit like that, cause like, what I finna say is like what you bet on yourself. You could still bet on yourself like with that same mindset, but like just with their money instead. So just like we open up Hush. If it took you
instant gratification.
But like, that's true. But like that's true. But like if you was willing to spend $300,000 on your own money, but the bank was willing to give you
$3 million.
Goddamn $3 million. Shit, goddamn, you could open up this Hush, a Hush in Huntsville, a Hush in Atlanta, a Hush in Montgomery, you know what I'm saying? And then still bet on yourself and still be able to like have money coming in from 4 different locations and be able to pay them back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bank give me $3 million. I'm putting $3 million. I'm taking $1 million. I'm putting in. That shit gonna
going to Cali.
That shit gonna pay that back like.
But they will. They will.
Going to Cali.
I'm gonna meet with her tomorrow.
No, for real. Like I don't even have to go to the bank. My bankers,
I know the recipe.
That's why I wanted her on the show.
I know the recipe.
I wanted her on the show so bad.
I know the recipe. Man, give me $3 million. See, I'm
telling you, if you combine a hustler, like somebody who work hard, a real hustler with just a little knowledge. That's why I say I don't. So I feel like street people are like the best business people. All they need is a little knowledge. If you're able to do what you do on an illegal level and you're running a whole operation. That's a whole. Imagine what you can do. Just really.
So and then like it's funny you said it because I don't know if you had watched that little clip that I had, that little video that I had sent you about the other.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, but he was saying the same thing. He was saying like, bro, like if you a hustler in the streets,
man,
bro, it's pretty much the same thing with this.
Easy.
For real.
Yeah, give me $3 million. Out of that $3 million, I'm just spending 50. I'm putting the rest of it up.
Nah, for sure.
That 50 gonna pay that back.
Let's talk to those cash heavy people now. And it ain't even just gotta be street people. I say barbers, tattoo artists,
Promoters. Hairstylists.
Lash techs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My
people that
rap is the
are
worst.
cash heavy, and nowadays I feel like we're using Cash App, Apple Pay, stuff like that. How does all that, like, what's the best way to translate that into financial security, I guess, or like the right way to transition from, like, how do somebody build credit that's getting cash?
Pay
Go
yourself.
get us, yeah.
You gotta.
So
you gotta
basically,
start
you start. So, for instance, when we talk about obtaining things, especially as a business owner, you put yourself on payroll. So you should be paying yourself the first of every month, twice every month. It should be the same. And when you get up to a certain level, you should be on W-2. For instance, I'm a W-2 employee of Life Key. That's why it wasn't as hard for me to get my house, because I had a W-2.
Not me too.
So my thing would be to
started.
put it in the business bank account and actually payroll yourself.
Facts.
The Cash App and all of that stuff, those are not transactions. So when the bank go to give you the line of credits and you get the things you need, those things are not considered real, like a cash. So even though they do offer business accounts, you need a merchant, because
I just been saying, hold on now, because hold on, I'm just going off experience. So right now I'm renting a house, right?
Okay.
When for me to get this house, I had to send in income verification, right? For me to do that, all I had to send, I think, was my social and something else, whatever. What they sent me back that I got approved on was literally every transaction I ever made. ATM deposits, Apple Pay, Cash App. They took everything though. So I don't know if that's a 2022 thing or
Now-
is that, because they did look at that.
Right.
And I was, way over with,
And so,
what I need.
like I said, Cash App does have the business one now where it's coming. So it depends on the type of funding.
Okay.
So you have SBA, you have different types of funding. So there's some where the interest rate may be a little high where they go strictly on deposits. So that's what me and Larry was talking about. Like, it's Capital on Tap. It's a couple of companies that go strictly off the deposits. Like, so how a lot of people turn credit to cash. Let's say you got a $20,000 credit card. I got a $20,000 credit card. If we both business owners, for instance, you asked me something about credit, I asked you something about lashes. Why my advice can't be worth 20 bands and yours worth 20 bands? If you go talk to Warren Buffett, he may charge $1 million. So that's consulting.
Yeah,
So
you
I
consulting
charge
now.
you 20,000. We got a contract. You charge me, and that's how you turn credit to cash.
Yeah. All right.
It's some gems.
I mean, you can't be
being
scared to
Yeah.
charge
Yeah.
folks, man. That's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that friend shit dead. You gotta
Oh,
charge niggas.
I stopped that a long time
You got
ago.
to, grown as fuck. You gotta
Right.
charge niggas,
Yeah.
bro.
I stopped that a long
You
time
got
ago,
to.
and what I found out was
Ask me
the
how to run your
people who
club. Charge y'all niggas.
the people who you get a discounts to and free, like they be the people who it's the hardest to work with.
Consultant.
I really had to dig deep with, because I love my family and my friends,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
we go to Louis, we go to Gucci, we don't question their prices.
on,
So
man.
Right.
if you really want to see me succeed, and I really want to see you succeed,
Yes.
I want to pay full price. And if it's on my heart to give you a discount, I will. But that's the only way we can grow, and that's a hard conversation for people to have. It took me a while to learn that, but I pay the full price every
Yes.
time. Like,
Yeah.
I try to tell I don't want you to give me a discount. Don't give it to
Yeah,
me
for
for
sure.
free, because
Right.
at this point I'm not giving it to you, because
Facts.
if you really wanted it, you gonna pay for it, just like you want that purse over there,
Yeah, for sure.
and you need something else. Like, you got to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
People
Right.
don't understand that. Like, I went when I opened my business in 2019. I said I wasn't buying no, and I love stuff. Like, gifts is my love language. I didn't buy no purse. I didn't buy no shoes. I said I wasn't buying anything. I sacrificed to get my house, and a lot of people they scared to sacrifice because we're trying to please the people in the streets and please the people around us, instead of really focusing on our dreams and the things that we want. It's short-term sacrifice, long-term gain.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time.
So I got a question before we pivot off to the next topic.
Yeah, we need to stay on this topic.
Yeah, I got another question too. Go ahead. Do you think?
All right.
I got another question too. Do you think?
So tell them how important it is to, like, with the people that is real cash heavy. Tell them how important it is, like, to, like, rather use your credit card to, like, do stuff than, like, just always paying cash.
Okay, the number one thing,
Because-
especially people
because
who,
like, one thing that I didn't seen folks say, like, bro, like, stop using y'all debit card so much, start using y'all credit card.
and that goes to talk about responsibility. See, a lot of people, when we first started building credit, we still not responsible. So that's why the credit card industry is a $1 billion industry, because 98% of people who have credit cards, they carry balances every month. But it's that 1 or 2% that's doing it right. Let me give you an example. My friend Stormy, she owned a hair care company, made $20 million last year, made like $50 million total.
What her
She
name
sent
is?
me Stormy still. She sent me a screenshot because I got her credit right, got her the American Express Gold card. She got 28 million points.
Wow.
Said Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She got 28 million American Express points. That translates to $280,000. So especially people
She married you.
I'm so weak.
She married.
Hey, who made 20 million? What's going on?
Especially people who
who
are product based. If you have to buy stuff, like that's the goal. Like if you buy them and pay it off, you have enough points at the end of the year to go on vacation, do whatever. So a lot of rich people and a lot of people who have big businesses, they live their personal life free because everything is bought on their credit card. So 100,000 points is $1,000.
I gotta stop using my cash, girl.
Like for real, so you really the goal. You really can live free.
Yeah.
You really can live free. But once again, that's 1%, and that takes discipline. That takes hard work.
Yeah. So one thing I do want is like not so much credit, but financial literacy.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of people on social media that, I don't want to say bash, but they go against people that like to buy nice shit or people that have vices and people that can actually afford whatever vice they got.
Right.
Like I see a lot of people that's like, I ain't buying no $1,000 shoes. I could have bought $1,000 worth of stocks. Okay, cool. But when do you supposed to enjoy yourself?
I think
that
when you can afford it.
That's true.
You can afford it, right?
I think it's like
but people go
like
OD. I feel like people go OD with the
Fuck
responsible shit, and you ain't even living your life. Like,
or
so when do you live life?
I see people who will say that, and then when they get money, they do it. So a lot of people that say that because they're not there yet.
That's jealousy, bro.
Yeah, that shit. They really be hating on
I do look at it a lot different. Like I said, like I couldn't wait till I close on my house. I'm going to buy me a Louis, a Chanel, all of that. But when I did, I didn't even have a desire for it anymore. Like those things are not as important to me. I'm trying to buy more real estate to get to. Like, it's just certain goals that I want to have. But it's like you got to close your eyes and look at what does your end look like? What does the end, what does you at your highest look like? Some people may be 100,000. Some people may be 1 million. So whatever floats your boat, but you don't stop till you get there. I'm not where I want to be. So granted, I might buy myself a little, here and there, but I got goals and I got things I want to do.
You still got to keep the look like you can't look broke and be trying to sell folk credit.
I can though.
No,
but
hell,
I mean,
I ain't coming to nobody that ain't got their shit together.
You ain't never seen my car on social media. You ain't never seen me posting a picture in front of nobody's car that ain't mine. You ain't never seen me with money. Like I don't even like wearing the jewelry. When I used to love this stuff, like all this stuff, five years ago. So I need you to get this information from me, and that's why I say it's the turtle that runs the waste. The people that's on social media doing that, they ain't got it.
Yeah.
Like I need people to believe the words that are coming out my mouth, and I don't like, having all that stuff, because if I'm trying to teach you responsibility and credit, I don't want you pressured to get it. I need you to be responsible first, and I need you to understand what's important first. Then you get it after. So when you feel like you're ready, but when you lay down at night, do you have the things that you want?
Yeah.
From a house standpoint, from a business standpoint, from a family standpoint.
Yeah. That's the key word, like responsibility, because I feel like what you talking about. Like, okay, let's say for instance, like you down to your last $10,000. You know what I'm saying? It might make more sense this instead of going buying that $3,000 bag to like go spend $3,000 on some stocks for the future long run. You know what I'm saying? And like that way probably this time next year you probably buy that bag times. Buy that bag, another bag, and another bag. You would have went ahead and invested that $3,000 instead of spending that $3,000 on a bag. So it really is about being responsible. Now, if you got it to
stop.
That's true.
Man,
no,
stop,
I was a part of that Dodge. So
like
in my mentorship group, we was talking about the Dodge.
I'm saying about being responsible.
But no, it's just like with me. If I want to go buy a $10,000 necklace, I gotta have 150 put up.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna just go
Most
buy
people
no
not like that.
You gotta buy it 3 times.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta maybe buy it. That's just like with me.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm with you.
if I spend money,
being responsible.
if I spend money, I
Being
can
responsible.
I can afford to spend it. I'm not just
correct.
buying it just to be buying
For
it.
sure, because that's where you get fucked up.
Right. I ain't buying it because such and such just bought it. No, I bought it because I want to buy it.
Right.
And see, you different. You're the part of the 1 or 2%, because most people gonna do the direct opposite. Like people like, why you ain't got a big key? It's like my mama bought me this key. Like I ain't worried about no chain, nothing like that. Like look.
Gee, spend that. We spending that shit. Spending that shit.
So it's
I'm
subjective.
spending that shit.
It's just about knowing, running your own
But you're
race.
responsible with it too, though.
Yeah,
I'm small with it.
But but still, I'm still spending that shit.
Yeah,
Life's short.
yeah,
I'm
for
spending
sure.
that
That's
shit. I
what I'm
can't
saying.
take this shit with me.
You ain't spending your last on this
Right.
on the bullshit.
No, I ain't spending my. I don't spend my last on. They gonna make me something else.
But what I'm talking about is people that I'm not saying that they on their last. I'm saying the people that feel like you should just invest.
Hey, bro.
Okay, that's cool.
Broke ass bitch.
But goddamn, I'm supposed to die investing? And I'm supposed to die investing?
Nah.
Like, when am I gonna sit on the boat and chill?
Yeah, no, I agree. You have to
gotta have
treat
some
yourself.
balance.
It's
It's
balance.
balance.
Nigga work so hard.
Yeah, when am I
It's
gonna buy
about
something?
balance.
You can treat yourself and be responsible, and I feel like
spinning that
that's
shit.
the bigger picture right there.
Yeah,
Like,
fact.
you
If
know
it
what
really
I'm
made
saying?
you solitary, I'm spinning that.
You know, I heard a good
Am I
quote.
tripping? You don't be saying that. How
See?
folks,
Oh,
how folks
absolutely.
do
all the time.
OD with the
Pocket
responsible
watching.
shit.
Pocket watching, being like, why you buying
My
this?
mama?
Why you buying
Yeah, you
that? Why
could've-
Ma,
doing
you be
this?
pocket watching,
Got a
boy.
crypto. I
doing
don't want a
this?
fucking
That's why you
crypto.
supposed to send the cash out
I don't
request.
want
That's
that
what my
back
mama
My
do.
mom
I don't
be
want
pocket
no
watching,
crypto,
boy.
man. I don't want a crypto.
I just
be
think being
pocket
free is about
watching.
like just being able to do what you want. Like
Yeah.
it's called the left side of the menu. Like when you go to the restaurant,
Facts.
you don't have to look how much it costs. Like it's the
Right.
left
Right.
side of like
Facts.
living life on the left side of the menu. That's when I feel like you good, you comfortable. You want to take a vacation, if you want to do whatever. That's the definition of being free. So
Nah, for sure.
I agree with all y'all saying.
I feel that. So that get juicy a little bit. That get juicy a little bit. That's some good game though. I
Yeah,
really do
for
appreciate
sure.
that. That's some
I'm
good
getting
game.
her-
Oh,
I
God,
gotta
that's some
go
good game.
sit down.
I'm fuck with you too, y'all.
Oh, God, I got
Yeah.
you.
You know what you're
Gotcha.
talking about.
I'm so
I gotcha.
close, bro.
I'm convinced.
Like,
I feel like I feel like you know what you're
yeah,
talking
I'm
She
just
know what she's talking about.
right
sure.
because I know
I ain't gonna
because I'm
scam you. I
listening
ain't
to
gonna
this shit
scam
and
you.
I already.
Yeah.
you already
seen
hit
this
shit.
I
shit,
like
so
that.
I'm in
You
the.
can tell that
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Yeah,
had to
you know
get
what
you
you're
on the
talking
show.
about.
And I'm so
You
close.
are one
Yeah.
of the people that are doing it morally.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you're doing it for the right reason.
And
It's
I'm
not
glad
just
that
about
you're
the check,
doing it.
But that's why your business is where it is, and that's why
Facts.
you are successful as you are, because you did it the right way, and
Yep.
you're not out here scamming people. People can't say shit bad about your business.
At all. At all.
And because you look like us. Like that,
Shit,
just
that-
like what he was saying before the camera started. You know what I'm saying? Just like what you were saying before the camera started. I can listen to her before I listen to the white man.
But no, the white man ain't. You know who scammed me?
No, you right.
Over there at Homewood, across the street from Wells Fargo in that building. This scammed me, boy. Shit.
Yeah, we finna get your ass
Bitch
counseled.
scammed me. I paid,
doing,
no
bro.
cap, boy. I paid like $1,500
Oh,
three
my
times,
God.
boy.
No,
Oh, my
they
goodness.
said
Before I
y'all
just-
be out here buying 1942. Shit,
I
we
paid
all know
$1,500,
that.
cool.
I know who you
Three
Three
talking
times
about.
for my shit, you must got fixed.
Nah, facts.
And I just learned that shit on my own, cause like, man, no, hold
Yeah.
on.
I'm paying a credit repair place right now, and that shit come on my account. It's like $110 every some.
I paid
But my credit
$1,500
is fixed.
upfront.
I feel like my credit is fixed, and this shit's still coming out. That's why I think it's a scam. But it is what it is.
I
So
paid
why
that
you
shit
wanna
up
stop
front,
it?
cuz.
I mean, I'm no.
Call 'em.
Call 'em,
Cause
bitch.
that's just like no. That's just like
My
you
mama
paying
buy
for
shit, she set that
Netflix.
shit
You
up.
paying for Netflix and not watching. If you don't cancel it, then what? Apple. If you don't, it's the same.
I don't want to
thing.
cancel, then the credit go back down.
It's not.
It's
You
not.
already-
You
they
said
can't
you
do
already-
that.
I'm just saying.
All your
niggas
credit
on.
go back down
can't
unless
do
you
that.
don't pay your bill.
Exactly.
Correct.
You
Oh,
30%.
there you go. There you
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
Just cancel that shit.
That's
You
where your
where
shit
you
gonna go
wanna
down.
be and
Yeah,
your
I'm
credit.
good now.
Cancel
That
that
hundred
shit.
still keep coming out.
Cancel that shit.
Need that 100.
All you gotta do from here on out is keep doing what you
But
doing.
I don't
paying
think
your
like
shit
killing
on
my
time.
like credit history, but everything like paying my bill on time, all that shit
Yeah.
A1.
So
And so in that case, that's when you, like I said, it's illegal to buy, but not illegal for somebody. So for instance, if we friends and I add you to my card and I had it 10 years, it's gonna go on your credit. So it's illegal to buy them. People still do it.
Yeah.
But if you know somebody who got a card that's once again, we talk about generational wealth. That's why you building your credit, because when your child get 18,
See, he already on mine.
them on
He'll authorize use.
exactly.
My son already authorized use.
Yeah. So just find somebody with an old card to add you.
But
That's
I-
responsible.
Hold on. So there's one thing I want to touch on. Cause this, all right. We've been talking about how to fix the credit, but we ain't talked about what fuck up the credit.
I just told you.
Nah, hold on. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Not paying them bills.
My mama fucked my shit up
Oh, got
when I was a baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
All of
We
them.
gotta talk about the black
Don't do your
household.
mama like that.
We all black.
Everybody. Cable bill.
Mom, I had Navy Federal. Ain't nobody in my family military. Ain't no nothing. I
Oh,
don't
she
know how
was
we.
finessing.
I don't know how I got a Navy Federal in my name.
I'm fucking weak.
But all seriousness though, I feel like the black family do struggle with that because like my parents, you know, and my mom, and I don't fall for it because it is what it is.
Yeah.
But my mom opened up like 2 credit cards in my name, but I had nothing to do with it. Shit, I ain't bought nothing with them
You
bitches.
understand, cool.
Oh no,
You understand? She did it for a good reason,
I
bro.
was trying to get more
No,
shit.
it
And I
wasn't
did
good.
it. But it fucked
At
me up.
that time, she did it for a good reason.
a good reason for her. It wasn't a good
That
reason
shit
for
fucked
her.
me up. It fucked me up.
I got
And
the
then
answer
that
to this.
just, you turn 18, you try to go get some shit.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
was
oh,
fucked.
you got did it. Like, well, no,
I
I
started behind the
don't.
8 ball.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
But everybody mama did
That's
that. It was
fine.
for a good reason,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
tell y'all
That's
how
why I'm
to
trying to ask
fix
her, 'cause that's a thing in the
Do it
black
for a
household.
good
though.
reason.
Okay, this is how you fix it. So that is considered identity theft.
Really?
But your mom won't go to jail. You don't have to say who did it. So what you do is you go to ftc.gov and you file you put I was a victim of identity theft, and it's gonna ask you what accounts, how much, what year, and you submit it. And they ask you what happened. All you got to do is say, I obtained a copy of my credit report and I see accounts that I'm not knowledgeable about and that I never opened and that were open before I was even of age. And you send that off to all 3 of the credit bureaus, and they're probably going to investigate, meaning prove it's not yours, and they'll remove it. So it's not going to incriminate your mom.
That sounds fairly easy.
Well, you better not do that, boy. Mama did that for a good reason.
I mean, I'm straight now. I'm good now. We already went through that. That's why I'm getting $100 and taking out my shit. I'm trying to get that shit right.
No, because
But she set that up for me too. So
because like me and my dad, we got like the same name, and like they were
I'm
like,
a junior too.
and
I dealt with that too.
I ain't no junior, but we got the same first and last name. You know what I'm saying? Like they had
Junior then. What the fuck?
no, bro, you gotta have the whole name.
Yeah,
to be
you
a
right,
junior.
you right.
So like they had called me, and I was like, nah, that ain't me. They're like, ain't you Roger Morgan? I was like, yeah. They were like, ain't this your social security? I was like, yeah. I was like, bro, like, but I ain't never had no account with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm 19 years old. They call me by goddamn title loan. Like,
Yeah. See,
my car ain't even paid off. Like,
People think that your credit is linked by your social security number. Your credit profile is built by personal information, so names and addresses.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy to get duplicate profiles. So
Okay.
when I first started fixing my credit, I had a lot of my mama medical bills on there. So that's why credit repair is, you do it legally. It say, hey, if this account is not right, if any information is incorrect, inaccurate, or erroneous, by law you have to remove it. So
Why are we talking about this? I'm just gonna jump straight into this shit, bro. You sound very financial literate.
Oh Lord.
Or whatever the shit called. I'm a little
That's
whatever it called. Fat put this in the group early, and I'm just gonna ask you first, since you the guest on the show. Are you dating right now?
No.
Okay. So why do you feel like women don't want to date broke men?
I think it comes down to security. I come from a household, my mom a housewife, my sister is a housewife, and I watch my dad provide for our family. I don't believe in going, I know, so I don't believe in going 50-50.
Okay.
But
You say you don't?
I don't.
Okay.
But
What you believe in going?
So basically, I'm at a point in life now where I make more money than most men that I meet. So when I say that, like I said, I'm just saying take care of the house. So I probably spend more money on you, like buying you stuff, buying you gifts, like going on trips different. I'm not saying you got to pay for everything, but at this point in my life, I'm 30, and I just feel like the type of man I want, if you working hard or doing what you need to do, you will be in position to be that. So I feel like men who say that are not financially where they need to be able to take care of a woman. And
men who say what?
That
they don't believe in 50-50?
Yeah. That they don't believe in 50-50.
That they want that women need
they do believe in 50-50.
Exactly. And so with me just knowing the value, like I said to myself, like whatever I'm a part of, I duplicate, I triple. So I'm gonna bring value regardless. Like you take care of me and I'm gonna take care of you in so many other ways. Like if you make it,
I'm saying though, so if you feel like you run into people that you just said in your head, you feel like you already making more than the people that you run into.
She said 90%.
Like, so you really feel like you can find your true love right now?
Yeah. And so when I got close to 30, I was saying once I turn 30, I'm gonna start dating because I hadn't had a boyfriend in like 3 years. I hadn't dated in like 2 because I'm realistic. Like I work a lot, and the type of men I like they need more attention. And so I'm at a point in my life where, like I said, my mama took me to all my practices, all my games. My credit business runs itself now. I'm getting to the point where the other ones do too, to where when I have children, I don't want to be the working mom all the time. I want to be submissive to my husband, you know what I'm saying, and et cetera. So, I'm just realistic, and I believe in, I'm big on my faith now. I believe the Bible say God created man for woman. So if I'm doing right by people, by me, by my faith, I know God gonna bring the right person to me, and I'm not gonna settle.
I ask you though, do you think you find true love right now?
Now,
if I want to,
I'm not.
That wasn't even a question.
I did. I said she just said she running to folks who don't make as much money as.
So they gotta make more money than you to date them.
So do she feel like she can find true love?
She may not.
Can your true love make less money than you?
It just depends.
It depends on what.
It depends on how much less. So,
Right.
Granted,
So you
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
If you a woman and you making your business like she said, her friend making $20 million, and you know maybe her husband may have a business that only make $1 million, like you're making significantly more, or even $500,000. He still is gonna be able to take care of your household.
Like
and
more.
your true love.
Yeah, you can build to. Shut up. Why would you get on that?
My bad,
That
you
wasn't
right.
even the point that we was talking about.
You right.
It's just that, you know, if she's making significantly more than the average person.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. That's why I say it depends. Like, realistically, like, I can't be with nobody who make like 40, 50,
Exactly.
60s. Because of just the way I live. Like,
Right.
once again, you have to be realistic. And even if that means, like I said, I'm to the point, if I be single, like, I adopt, I do what I got to do, but I know God going to bring me the right. I'm not going to settle. And that's what a lot of women feel like they got to do. They getting older. They feel like they have to settle and miss out on, you know what I'm saying, what's waiting for them. So that's why I don't date at all now.
But it's
because
not-
when I do date, I'll be intentional.
It's still not 50-50 though.
What do you mean?
She don't want it to be 50-50 though.
You don't want to be 50-50?
No.
It'll never be 50-50.
The man need to take care of the household.
Take care of the
That's
household.
what I'm saying, but it'll never be 50-50 though.
I know, but he still got to do what he got to do to take care of our household and make me feel secure.
So you want to be like 70-30?
It depends on what it look like.
I'm saying, so I'm asking, you want to be 70-30 to the man?
Yeah, these
You want the
girls
man want
wanna be
70
100,
and you
0.
want 30? Or
You
want
can't-
to
you
be
can't put no percent on that.
60-40?
Right.
You can't put no percent on it
100,
because,
0.
okay, if I make a couple of million now, it could be 10, 20 million. It's not going to matter at that point. But if he's successful may look like $500,000 a mortgage, $1 million mortgage is $4,000 a month.
Right.
A car payment, to live a certain life, it don't take that much money.
Right.
So I'm not saying you got to have millions and all that. You just got to be able to take care of our household. If I decide I don't want to work or do anything today, tomorrow I don't have to. But I know, like I said, my businesses run themselves. But I just feel like that's a part of security. And I feel like whatever a man is working towards, he should be working on getting. If he just want to make $100,000, that's fine. But I'm just not gonna settle because I know what I want. I know what I deserve, and if I gotta wait for, like I said, I wake up, I go work out, I go to work, I come home by myself every day, happy, literally.
I get that. So like what me and G was saying, why not go pick that nigga? Go pick him out. Oh, you make $1 million. Come here.
Yeah. So
That what niggas do.
So I'm sorry. Man.
The reason now,
He opened the
I don't have time.
I'm sorry.
I don't have
I'm
time
sorry.
right
Yeah,
now.
I
I'm
did
just
ask a
asking a
question. I'm
question.
sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to ask a question. So one thing that we were saying about the true love topic is that once you're successful, you get to just pick the person that you want. That's man or woman. I feel like success lets you choose who you want to be.
A man, but not a woman. Like
Why?
a successful woman that is not as attractive. You can't go pick the man you want.
Well, you attractive. We ain't talking about for that. I ain't attractive. I don't
Well,
think.
you said successful man or woman, so you didn't say successful and attractive.
Well,
So I know I
alright,
can
just
pick. I know
successful
I can
then.
pick.
Okay. I get it.
But like I said, I'm very rare.
Yeah, for sure.
But though I'm saying though, like Amber, like I'm just being real. It's more successful women than men. So
That's a fact.
you sitting right here waiting on Mr.
I ain't waiting though.
Mr. Jones or Mr. Whoever to
facts.
come, it's gonna be hard. Just go pick that nigga. Hey, nigga, you make $1 million. You look good. You decide. You smell good.
Come
you
forward
got
me.
pretty teeth. You tall like I want you to be tall. You
And I'm gonna do that when that
Come
time
here.
comes. But right now, like God got me on a different purpose, and the purpose He got me on helping people. I don't have time. I don't have time. I work all day, every day. I ain't got time,
Nah, I feel that.
and I'm realistic about that.
Can't
I
go
just-
against that when she bring God into it.
Right.
I feel bad about that, goddamn.
Cause I sure want to say something, but I'm a godly man. I can't really say that. Cause I sure want to have a comeback, but
Nah,
God,
for sure.
Right.
Nah, for sure.
Hey,
Discussion.
you know what I'm saying?
for real. I've been
I had a
asking for that
comeback.
for a long
Nah,
time.
But God,
God did. So one thing that Fat brought up in the
Shit.
group, men treating women as placeholders,
Using women as
using
placeholders.
women
Yeah.
as placeholders. How y'all feel about that?
So
As
what
you-
I
yeah,
was
you
saying was, I forgot what I was watching or listening to, reading, I don't know. But it was basically just saying how, men, may not be where they want to be in life. So they'll use a woman that they can get, you know what I'm saying, for now as a placeholder until they can go and get the woman that they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which is unfair to that woman because
That's
she may
life,
not
though.
even know that she's a placeholder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got this lady thinking y'all finna be together forever, but in the back of your mind, just kind of like how you and Jacoby
cooking clean. She keeping the house clean. This is
just how you and Jacoby was talking. You know, like we gonna go get.
No, I ain't say I'm going. I ain't doing that.
Well, y'all, you you gonna get the woman that you want once you're successful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
So technically, if you was with another chick, like you may have been using her as a placeholder, especially if you know like it's another woman out here. Like, man, if I was on her level, I would be trying to get at that bitch. Like, then you using her, you know, shorty as a placeholder, and that's not fair. Like, I feel like that's. All men don't do it.
I think it's just life.
That's just them ain't like. I'm from the streets.
I don't like that.
I'm from the hood. I'm a real nigga. I want a real bitch. I don't want no fantasy side, no Instagram model. I don't want none of that. I want a real bitch.
Not all men.
So I ain't using no. If I got a real one on my side, and if I want her to look like that, I'm gonna go pay for it. Baby, go get $20,000, go get that ass. Go get them titties sit up. I'm a real nigga. I don't want all that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't using no woman as a place. I like them tender dick ass niggas. Them niggas, I look at they want a trophy or a girl to look good. They don't want no real bitch. They want they want a trophy. I just look at a trophy.
But see, like the way I look at it, because like, especially like when you put money in the equation, like because like once you get more money, you have more access to certain type of people. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Amber was saying, I can't talk to a nigga that made $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. So if I made $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Like 40, 50, 60, like bro, like during that time, I still want to be with somebody, you know what I'm saying? But now if I get to a point to where I got a meal, I might be like, okay, like bro, Amber really the one that I had wanted. So now that I'm at that level, let me go try to get her.
Get her, yeah.
You know
That's what I'm saying, Rod. That's what I've been saying the whole time. You going to get what you want.
That's like morally fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time.
I mean, that's life,
Hell you talking
though.
about?
I mean, but he may
That's
fall in love.
life.
He can take her with her, maybe, but a lot of times
you
that
get
don't
what you
work
want,
out.
You get the money.
That I mean, like that's life.
Yeah.
But like Jacoby said, if
Not
you're a real
necessarily
nigga, you want
because
to take her.
because like with me, it's just like with me now. I know I attract women who like niggas with money.
Yeah.
If I don't choose you, I can't date you.
Facts.
Because back in my mind, who sent you? Bitch, you didn't want me when I was then, where you was at then. Yeah. So I gotta choose you. For me, you just can't choose me.
That's true.
I gotta choose you.
No, that's true too. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, fuck no. Bitch, you didn't want me when I was working at well, I ain't never had no job, but you know what I'm saying.
That's why I said some people still be like I said. Some people still be with that person, and some people won't. It's just like I said, everybody different. We all desire different things. Not saying you wrong or I'm wrong or whatever. It's just whatever you person desire. If a new model girl make you happy, then that's you. That's what you want. Yeah. If you want to stay down with her, that's you. And that's what. So I don't think no way it's just right or wrong.
But I just
with that. I already believe in.
But you can't outgrow. For instance, with my high school sweetheart.
True.
Rest his soul now, he dead, but we could have got back together. I had outgrew him, even though I know the way he loved me, like it just wouldn't, I outgrew him. Yeah. So a lot of people be trying to hold on to people. At the end of the day, they outgrow them, and you laying down at night and you're really miserable, but you keeping them with you because.
That's a good point, though. You see what I'm saying? That's a good point. If you outgrow somebody, then, you know, for sure, like, you know, let that shit go.
So what's the dilemma from outgrowing and going Hollywood on somebody?
Because it's like maybe you're pouring into your person, like it's like, hey,
they not growing with you. They should be able to grow with you, take care of them.
They're refusing to grow with you. And it's like, if
they still down there.
Yeah, if they're refusing to grow with you, then it's like, okay, well, I was gonna bring you with me, but you ain't even the type of person to do that. So it's like, I gotta let you go.
Or not even refusing. They're incapable of growing to that level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, if that's what it is, and I agree with that, but it's like, don't just, you know, feel like the grass is greener somewhere else. That's when
because I know a lot of people who are wealthy and who like, and it's so like 90% of them in real life are miserable.
Fact.
So that's why I don't believe anything I see on social media. None of it is real. Like, I don't let anything intimidate. Like, none of it is real. Like the people I got a lot of people close to me that's with their soulmates. 95% of my friends are married. Like, you don't see the people you see on social media, like, they unhappy.
Right. And I just agree with like what Suda I'm saying, like with that whole thing, going to get them, you got them because, like you said, that resume. She'll leave for a nigga with a bigger bag because that's how you got her, or that's how you got him.
That's not.
No.
If you get her with the bag. If you got him with the bag,
not if she's secure. Not if she's secure.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
She's looking for security.
But you gotta stand
what's
like
more secure than
what's
a bigger
secure
bag?
than a bigger bag.
There's so many other places that you need to be secure other than financial.
But I'm saying if you got her with the bag, if you got her with the bag,
then a bigger bag.
A bigger bag gonna make her more secure.
But how do you know that money was the only factor. Like there could have been other factors that.
But I'm saying, like we said, when I got the money, I wouldn't have got her who I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go get her because I got the money now, if another nigga come around and he doing the same thing that I'm doing, she gonna leave me. Because I got her with the nigga.
Y'all
get her. You gotta keep her. If she fall in love and y'all.
If she fall in love, but still, I got her with the money.
Yeah.
I don't know what she telling me because I got the money.
That's just one thing.
Just like you seen her and she was pretty. You seen her and she was smart.
Right.
You seen her and she was athletic. Like a lot of athletes wanted me back in the day because I was athletic too. To have athletic
you have little kids.
So
I
it's
agree.
all why money gotta be so. It's all you attracted to people. Like I'm attracted to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing. Mind, looks, money. It's all the same thing.
Because I feel like what y'all saying is definitely true. But like, what about the girls that's already used? What about the girls that's used to having every nigga come at them? They got a bag.
Right.
You know.
She like a nigga with a bag.
But
she don't like that nigga because he look nice or.
You can't just have money.
Nah, but right about that.
You can't just have money.
But I understand what he said. But I'm saying he said every nigga she talked to
that had
a bag.
Yeah. Right.
And, we don't know if she with that nigga because
don't have a bag.
She had a nice personality.
Because she liked him.
Or he liked her mind. What I'm seeing, she talk. Every nigga had a bag.
Yeah,
so I'm going to this situation like she like nigga with money.
Yeah.
But that's only one, like, that's only one thing that you know about that person. You may not know how, emotionally secure they make them, spiritually secure they make them, like all these other things.
And I think that's a part of
she been with 10 niggas. Something ain't right. Out of 10 niggas, ain't nobody work out. Everybody had a bag. Ain't nobody work out.
You're not going after the girl that been with 10 niggas.
How insane niggas are?
You not.
No, I know. I ain't doing
You not either.
I'm not what?
You're not going after the girl that had been with 10, 12 different niggas that all they had a bag.
He said he don't.
I mean, you don't know what they did with. You don't know what the fuck they did. You know what kind of girl you going after, man. She done had that. You already know that. Ain't no sense lying about that. Whether you know or not, in the back of your head, you know she used to this shit. You already know that. Whether the amount you know or not, but you know what's going on.
But what I'm saying is, if you know a girl that only date athletes and then she done been in 12 relationships with nothing but athletes, you're not gonna really be going after her like that.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ready to find a girl that probably only had like 1 or 2 boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? And they probably had a bag too. But at least you see that she more in it, she more real. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like she'll go through the ins and outs with a nigga. Besides a bitch that, you know what I'm saying, she'd have had every year she got a new boyfriend that all of them got a bag. You ain't going after that bitch.
Nah, I guess it's similarities too because when I was an athlete, I only want to date athletes, people like me. So like strippers, maybe I only want to date club owners. Like I was an athlete, so I wanted to date athletes.
Well, so I can't say that, Aaron, because I ain't talking about you.
Oh no, you good.
But I'm just saying most athlete women be.
Oh yeah, that's what I know that. I know that. I know.
What they be?
Stronger than you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They be stronger than you.
What?
Well,
no, she got ass. You ain't got no ass.
Y'all so fucking stupid.
I got no ass.
What?
Bro, I know a girl right now that be in the gym every day. I know a girl right now be in the gym every day bragging about squatting 550.
College, bro.
I can't never do that.
I swear to God, boy. I remember I was in college, boy. I had this girl, she played basketball. Well, I was like laying in the bed like laying with a nigga, boy. This body was so hard. Right if I had to go.
Me and Courtney was talking about that the other day. In college, I used to act like I couldn't lift his head because I didn't want to get buffed.
Nah, for sure.
I did not want to get buffed.
I feel it. So
that's
look,
funny.
I had did some research on the placeholder shit, right?
Okay.
Because I had asked y'all like in what context are we using it?
Right.
There is, so that what you brought up is right. And there's another context too. A placeholder also in a relationship can be somebody that holds no responsibility, somebody that holds no duties, they don't make real decisions in a relationship, shit like that. So that person, so like if I'm with you and you find yourself like, damn, I don't really make no real decisions in a relationship. Like I don't really do nothing that, can change our situation or nothing. You a placeholder. So how you feel about that being a woman?
That's some bullshit.
Bullshit.
I could never, cause I got something to say.
I'm saying, is that a bad thing for a
Define
woman
like me?
yeah, for a woman to be a placeholder?
For a woman like me, I can't speak
though.
for all women, but for a woman like me, I could not be in that position.
Okay, why not?
Because run that down again. What you said, they don't make any decisions.
Hold on. So
They don't have any responsibilities.
you're a placeholder when you're with your significant other and you feel like a tag along.
Come on, man. What
That
am I
makes you a
being
placeholder.
What am I being a placeholder?
She just said she want to be a housewife. That's a placeholder.
She want
She
decisions,
don't-
but she want.
But
That's
did
why I said define the
That's
like
a
what do you-
placeholder.
But
do you
what
mean
she-
like housewives type thing?
Yeah, I'm saying that's an example of a placeholder.
But
Yeah, that's
but
one
you
thing.
said not making any decisions. You
Yeah, that's
said-
another.
But-
That's how.
So I guess housewife.
Google
This is
say
housewife.
that's one of the things that
But
let
know what
you
he
know.
trying to
You
say.
know
It's just a
housewives
housewife.
that's making decisions.
But that
though.
Correct.
And
but
some
that go along
housewives
with.
even have businesses that they run. Why
I,
they stay home?
I think most housewives and wives and people who are married to rich men, they do that to try to find a sense of identity, to make it seem like I'm doing something,
Do
when
what?
a lot of them really just need to be a housewife, which is fine.
like
like that's
trying
a
to do
job.
something.
Yeah, just to say
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing something to feel
Yeah,
like,
for
to
sure.
have their own identity. I think that's the part of when people, meet young or get married young, you feel like you become a part of his identity, especially after you become a part of his
We just
identity.
talked about that.
And you don't have your
We just
own
talked about that.
identity. That's why I'm glad God took me down this path to, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point I was like, oh, I'm going to marry my college boyfriend. He going to play basketball. I'm going to be a housewife. I'm going to be cute at all the games and stuff. But a lot of them people, like, they feel lost and they feel like they don't have their own identity. So it's important to know yourself, because once again, that's a real job. That's a real responsibility. And a lot of people and women wear that well. Like, that's just as great as being a business owner or whatever. Like, you raise kids, you cook. Like, my mama, she cooked breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can't sit down. They cleaning up all over you. Like, I admire my mama for the way she took care of our house. That's not realistic in my life now, but like I said, I do want to, at some point in life, feel like I make decisions all day. I make decisions all day. I don't want to make decisions in my relationship. I want him to make all the decisions for our family and etc. Like, God so happened to put me in this position, but I'm a natural submissive, like, supportive person. Like, on the DISC assessment, I'm an S. I'm a natural supporter. That's why it was so hard for me in business, conflict, firing people. I had to work really hard on that because I'm a natural supporter.
No, for sure.
But that go back. I was just saying. Then again, that got to do with the person you talking to, because like I had that point of time in my life that everything, all the decisions was on me to make.
Yeah.
And I always tell them, like, I know I got the money, but come up here and listen to what they say. I might miss some.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah.
So like, that's what
That's
your
why I
partner
say
is
it's depend on.
for.
I want a top.
Some niggas, some
give me a
niggas
top.
want. Some people want that. I don't
Give
want
me a
that.
Somebody, you got your own personal person to consult with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause-
want to be that for my person.
Exactly.
I don't want to be in the background not making no
Exactly.
decisions. That's not the type of woman that I am.
Because
I
I always tell, I used to tell them, like, bro, it's 4 is better than 2. He might ran by something about me that I might miss, and you might call. If you right here with me, no, bro. He said that shit on the flyer. It might say 1,500. He just told you 2,000.
Yeah. That's why
So
it's
I want a
important
person to be
have
right there
somebody
with
to-
me.
Yeah.
Even though I got the money and I'm making, no, I want your input.
For sure.
Yeah,
My folks always say, what you want to do? Nah, what y'all want to do? It's not all about me.
Help me.
Even though I'm paying for the
Help
barbecue.
Help me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, help me.
Help you.
Yeah. Shit, I don't want to make all the decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I feel like what it is, like, we don't really want nobody that's 100% dependent on us.
Exactly.
You
That
know
shit
what I'm
stressful.
That's heavy.
Man,
Too
what?
much, that's too much
Yeah.
pressure.
That
Anyway.
shit stressful.
Fuck all that.
That's heavy.
Like for real, because like we were saying, bro, like it's more successful women than it is men. You know what I'm saying? So, and for real, a lot of times women are smarter than men. You know what I'm saying? And like in certain cases, so I do want my girl to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, be with me on certain business meetings and everything, and like it help me make a final decision on what we need to do for the whole household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like with my dad, like, I never understood when I was little. My dad always say, like, my dad had been married like probably like twice, but he always say, man, your mama helped me become a man.
Yeah.
I never understood that until I got older. And I'm like, what you? I always ask him when he said, I was like, fuck you mean? Like,
for sure.
now as growing up with my mama and like how we is now, I understand that. Like, like he was saying, like, the decisions he make it because he made. Hey, no, you need to do this. Your mama told me to do this. Your mama told me to do that. So yeah, no, I'm not into oh no, sit back and don't say nothing because I make the money. No, I want your input.
You don't want no placeholder.
No, hell no, I don't want no placeholder. Baby, talk. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me this
for
and
real.
that. Because we talk about this all the time, bro. Like, with just paying bills.
Yeah.
We be so moving. I know plenty of time, man. You done been this bitch and our phone been off.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Boy, my phone ain't working. I forgot to pay the bill.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Or the light bill went out. Because we don't be thinking about shit like that. We be too busy trying.
Why you got it on auto pay?
Man, you know, fuck.
I don't do the auto pay.
Ain't that girl down? I ain't that damn grown.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what not
I ain't
niggas need.
that mature. It's certain bills I ain't that mature yet. Like
I gotta put that shit in my note. You gotta give me a reminder when you pay that
power
shit.
bill, I ain't no auto pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I gotta.
Bills on auto pay now.
You got
I
some
ain't
bills on
got
auto
shit
pay?
on
I
auto
told y'all,
pay.
like some
Oh,
places,
you saying they be
they'll give you
boosting shit?
discounts.
Yeah,
They'll give you a discount on
Especially
like
phones.
yeah,
That little
like
$5 discount that AT&T give you
insurance,
ain't
like
shit.
But I can't do that because I know we go outside. You might have this in your bank account. You come back, shit.
Yeah, she
Nah, auto pay come, that shit in the
I got a
next.
couple things.
That's
that
why I
just
should
come
be
out.
on a credit
It
card.
ain't even auto pay, but it just come out. It ain't even auto pay.
I can't do that auto pay. I gotta see that shit. I
A lot
gotta
of
see.
people owe more owe.
Yeah, I gotta see it. I want the bill to come to the house.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to see it.
definitely
Okay, it due on such I'm gonna go pay it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta see this shit.
Nah,
I can't
for
do
at
the
least
auto
put a
pay.
reminder on there.
I got a reminder in my
so
notes.
you ain't
though.
got to deal with the
See, I got all
bullshit.
my bills in my notes. So when that shit come, I know we go pay it.
Yeah, for sure. So, a part of my job when we have guests, do a little research, all that kind of stuff. We'll get personal for a second. Just for a second. Going on your Instagram, right? And I saw that you've been practicing celibacy. Is that how you say it? Is that
Yeah.
how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay. What led you to do that?
With that, just my last boyfriend in 2019, I just wasn't talking to nobody after. That's the year I started my business, and I just went head on in my business.
Yeah.
And I just don't have sex with people who I'm not with. So I haven't, like, literally, I don't date. So that wasn't intentional, but last year I started fasting from alcohol and smoking till I closed on my house. And my house took 2 years. So where I thought it was going to be like 3 to 4 months, it turned into almost 2 years. So by the time it was time for me to close on my house, like, Eric Thomas, my mentor, like, I'm on a different level with my faith, and I feel like it wasn't about the house the whole time, like what God got for me and the journey that he had me on, like the different clients that I'm getting, just where my business is headed. It's just good for me to be in a sober space. So once I close, like, I'm like, I don't think I want to drink. Like, I don't know if I ever want to go back. So that was intentional.
You don't never want to go back?
I don't know. Like, I don't know I can't say I will or I won't right now, but right now, like.
Because you like, I don't feel like I'm missing nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, I'm truly on purpose. Like, I wake, like, I'm on a mission, for sure.
So go ahead.
So like with all that, do you feel like that made you grow as a person? You know what I'm saying? Because you might have like the other half, the people that still having sex, the people that still drinking, and like we might just be gaining success just as much as you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So we might feel like that it ain't no need of being celibate,
Oh,
or,
for
it,
sure.
or it ain't no need of stopping drinking or stopping smoking for
it's
real.
personal
So it's
preference.
like a personal preference.
Yeah, it's personal preference. And for me, like, I'm heading into a different position. I'm a leader. Like, I just led 21 women, like, through 21 days of prayer where everybody
Shout out to
fasted
21.
from 21
magic
days.
number. That's the magic number right there.
We worked out 21 days straight at 4 o'clock in the morning. Waking up, like, giving them devotions, giving them, like, teaching them how to create routine within their day, teaching them how to communicate with people around them, just, you know, from a teacher standpoint. So for me to be able to lead people, and, you know, the Bible says if you faith over few, God will make you ruler over many. So what I know God got for me, like the knowledge that I have, the morals that I have to help the world at a larger capacity, I have to be at a certain level, mind-wise, just my time-wise, routine-wise. So it ain't got nothing to do, like I said, one of my best friends, Christian Wofford, we was in Miami at the same time at the beginning of May. And the next day, Morgan was like, Christian tagged him. I'm like, I ain't see what he tagged me. And couldn't find out he had blocked me from viewing his story. And it really hurt my feelings. And I called him. I was like, why you blocked me from seeing your story? And he was like, man, you know, we was going to I know, you know, I'm trying to respect your journey.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I'm like, well, y'all don't even, I was really crying. I'm like, y'all don't even give me a chance to say no. But when I really sit back and thought about it, I'm like, well, I appreciate them for, like, not trying to force alcohol on me, because they see it ain't about the journey, it's about the person I'm becoming to be able to help people. So I just feel like that's what I got to do now to do what God really called me to do. So
Yeah.
Like, I still be around. I don't think nothing wrong with it, but I just...
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Do you think? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So maybe one day, you know.
I ain't had these questions, but I need to know. Because you just said you dealing with $1 million clients and all that, and these folk gonna watch this show and they gonna think you attractive and all that. So how do you deal with... Because I feel like as a guy, I just be real. If I come to you and I got millions of dollars and you give me some game, I'm gonna be like, hey, man.
Yeah.
You seem like a great candidate.
And honestly,
how you deal with that?
Honestly, that's been my hardest thing in business.
Yeah.
Because when I was an athlete, when you just walking around, it's easy for you to ignore. You just ignore. But like wanting people to mentor you and they liking you, and then like people going around certain men and they wives because they know you attractive. So that has been the hardest part of being in business because I want to keep it business. Like I be praying, God, please don't let this athlete try to talk to me. God, please, I'm going to meet with this rapper.
Man,
like,
why you do that?
Because I'm not.
And what she on?
But you said,
but when the time comes,
but you said, after you told this house,
yeah, that might be him.
You might be missing your blessing. You don't know what you missing.
I don't know.
You gonna know.
But
Amber, you close the house, baby. Let your head down, baby. You just working hard. Let your head down, baby.
Multi-million-dollar house, baby.
Take a shot. Let your head down.
Spend the night, man. God damn. Fuck going on?
Shit.
The head said you got M's. You what you waiting on? The 100,000 niggas?
Exactly.
You waiting on the 100,000? You done got, man, please.
Man, let your head down, man.
I do get that because you gotta realize like
life's too short, baby.
Yeah,
Let your head down. You don't work hard. Let's get her. Yeah. We like Drake champion. Hey, brand new flower. Let's get her a flower. Why she on this motherfucker, man?
Yeah, because like what it sound like that you keep creating a goal after goal every time you reach that goal.
And you go,
you know what I'm saying? Sure. So like at first you thought it would be like 3 months.
Right.
Now it turned to 2 years. Now you might make it maybe 4 years, might be. Then we get 4 years, we 6 years,
10 years.
So, but that's when you get into like trusting God's timing.
Right,
like I don't even when it comes to
death,
when it comes to all of that, like death, bad things, I don't like whatever God made happen, He made happen for a reason. I take that, I learn from it, and I move. So when it's the time, it'll be the time. Like I don't live like that no more.
I get what you're saying, but still though, just like you said, like okay,
I would know.
You would know, but still though. Without work,
just be more.
I know.
It's dead.
You gotta open that door, baby.
You got to. You know what I'm saying? But still, like.
But like she said, maybe all these niggas that she done met millionaires.
She probably know them niggas. She know them niggas ain't shit.
Okay then, so that's why.
But that's what I'm telling her. Like I've been saying. He's 6'2". Oh, he got nice teeth. Oh, he dressed good.
Don't get what you want.
Come here.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I like you, boy.
Come here.
Come here. Let me holler at you real.
Right your ass up, boy. I like
to be
you.
honest, like that's a great position to be in because it's like if you have clients that are $1 million clients, like you're being surrounded by those type of
She in that
million.
circle, yeah.
Right,
You're in the room. Like they say,
yeah, you in the room.
So it's like she there.
Right.
They around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like she'll know. Like she'll know. Obviously,
know.
the ones that have tried to come at her, it's
Yeah,
like it's
don't
not
mind me.
that go to show that
that tequila
it's
talk.
more. You need more than money. It's not just about the money.
Yeah.
It's got to be more than money. A lot of niggas got
that nigga
money.
ain't talking
Let me tell you this story.
Well, really, all I'm saying, I'm just saying, like, okay, for the past 2 years, it been completely closed off. Now I'm just saying, open the door up a little bit to where it can come in.
Let motherfucker peek in.
Yeah, like
And see, what I said is I'm a hard lover too. I know myself. Like I'm still building that business, like that part of my business. If I get fall for somebody, I'll be like, hey, y'all, I'll be at the office in about 2-3 weeks. Y'all might see me in a month. Like I know myself too.
Yeah.
So
But
like,
that's what. Rest the dead. That's what Kevin Samuel was talking
I love
about.
him. I love him.
But that's what she's saying is what he was talking about with the
I
true
love
love
Kevin
shit.
Samuels.
If you keep closing the door on the niggas with the M's because you're chasing your success,
It's gonna be hard.
Like
gonna
I
be hard to find a nigga with that.
I agree with him.
you gonna end up settling with the 100 nigga and then nigga be stay home dad. Don't keep closing the door
I
on these
get,
niggas.
but like I said, a lot of the women, most
A
of
lot
the
of women
women
fuck up
that,
at that though.
Yeah,
most
this
of the
is your
women Kevin
realm.
Samuel was talking about wasn't like attractive women or like they were just high earning women.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I get what he, like I said, I totally agree with everything. Like I'm the person with the dog. Like
Yeah, for sure.
you know when he be like, "What you gonna do? You gonna die alone? Or you gonna
Yeah.
like what you gonna do?" So I agree with that. But
Nah, for sure. We
Let
just
me tell y'all this
want to
story.
see you happy too with the business and all
Right.
that. You deserve it though. You feel me? You doing your thing. We fuck with that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we want all the queens.
I just don't want to see you with Mr. Jones,
Shit.
who work in the church choir.
Yeah.
That
Who
girl
been
ain't
shooting
gonna be with no
that shit?
goddamn Mr.
Oh,
Jones.
shit, damn. Or you end up with the dirt bag that's a millionaire. Don't want you
Mr.
with the dirt
Jones.
bag either.
Yeah.
Hey,
Facts.
And that's what you trying
yeah, I
to
know
do.
all of them probably ran to Mr. Jones, been shooting at them since they was in the church choir, and they been little Mr. Jones. Man.
I'm so weak.
Tell
Y'all
the story.
crazy.
What you about to say?
No. I was about to say, the guy, he was the assistant women's basketball coach at a college in our conference. So he was probably our age now when I was in college.
Yeah, bro.
And he was my client, and I seen him on my schedule because I do still talk to my business clients now, but I don't talk to anybody on the credit side. And I'm like, dang, I ain't talked to him in a minute. And so when I got on the phone with him, he was saying that basically he been off social media 2 years, he married, and he the type where he loved women. And when he first seen his wife, God told him to not even kiss her until they was married. So they didn't have sex, he didn't kiss her
What?
until 19 months. So I'm like, you know what's
you
so crazy?
tripping.
You ain't been
Oh
on
my God,
social
you
media.
tripping. God don't
But
tell me
listen,
that. You
listen to
tripping.
me, listen.
Man,
And he was like,
yeah,
I'm
sure,
telling
man,
you,
God
when
told
you
him.
meet the right person, you gonna know. He was like, Amber, when I first seen you, when you was a college basketball player, I knew you was special and I knew you was different. Like, don't settle. You're gonna intimidate a lot of men, but just don't settle for what you want. You
That
know?
nigga lying. He kissed
Yeah,
that
he
girl.
cap. He ain't kiss
I
my girl.
believe
I ain't
him.
gonna not kiss my girl until we married.
Right.
I believe him.
Fuck.
Why?
That nigga lying.
I
I
don't believe
believe
nothing
it.
but,
Believe
But
that.
I
dirt
truly
bags.
You know you
believe.
kissing your niggas when y'all dating.
Yeah, I'm kissing my nigga.
That nigga lying or he undercover.
He was on a
Huh?
different, he was on a
Bruh, if
different
you don't
journey.
kiss your girl, that's an argument. If
was
I don't
on a-
kiss you, I can't even
Cool.
explain not
They
kissing
both
you.
were on a different journey.
Cool.
Obviously.
Cool.
Bro,
Running like that.
I'm not, bro. I
I'm
told
sorry, I don't
you.
know
Whenever
running
somebody
like
say God told me to do this,
Yeah,
I'm not
what's
arguing
that?
against that.
That's
I'm not
that.
arguing against
That's
Okay,
that.
look at the mother. What's the bitch? Not a bitch, but what's her name? She married the pastor. Everybody like, I want their relationship.
Megan.
Megan, look at that shit. Man, God told him.
God
God told him to
How long they been together? How long they was
It's
together?
over with.
Man,
That's why you
stop.
don't believe nothing you see.
Man, stop.
Nah, it's over with.
They came out there with all that bullshit. Talking about God said this. God sent me you. God, man, stop, man.
They wrote books and everything.
Right, man. And I bought that shit. Fuck out of here, man. That shit cat.
What the book was
fuck,
sitting
man.
on, Kobe?
I ain't gonna read this shit.
Oh
Shit
my
still at the
God.
house.
They got a bookshelf in the house.
A books he ain't got damn reading.
All one I read was the Gucci Man and the Cobra Brown. Read that motherfucking shit. And Charlamagne the God.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
Oh man, you
Stop.
hilarious,
Talking
man.
about God said. God didn't tell their ass that.
I'm so weak.
God,
nah, for sure.
he ain't- I see if he said God said don't fuck,
Yeah.
but God said don't kiss.
Yeah.
Boy, stop.
Man, stop. You
That's
kissed.
what God told him.
So he kissed.
I feel it though.
What he had a lie for?
Hey, y'all funny.
Nah,
Nigga kissed.
nah, for-
He ain't do that else he kissed.
nah, for sure. For sure.
That damn how many 19 months? How many years that is? Like a year and a half?
Yeah.
Almost.
Let's see,
And you ain't
man.
come on, man. Stop, boy.
My girl wouldn't even like me if I did that.
Man,
Ain't no way.
what?
Okay, so like, just like how you said, like you don't post, like you don't post your car, you don't post like all your materialistic stuff that you buy and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's really just you just keeping to yourself.
I used
like,
to.
You know, okay, so like, what about people that feel like you keeping to yourself? Like that's you being secretive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people feel like that if you don't post all that, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't show yourself on social
Or
media.
you're not like they don't believe you are as successful.
Yeah.
So that's why I do think from a business standpoint, you do need to be more consistent in posting. People these days tend to think that success equals social media success. I know so many rich people that has like no followers, like a couple of hundred. So it just depends on what you feel like is true success. Like some of the richest people are not on social media. We just live in an age where social media got to prove your success. But
Right.
once again, you can get rich off social media. So if you're trying to monetarily gain on social media, then yeah. But like I said, I do it in real life. Like you can't find it maybe as much on my social media now, but you can Google my company. And
I heard that boy
Yeah.
STG said, I'm that same nigga when I get on my social media.
Nah, for sure.
I'm that same nigga.
Yeah.
That's what basically you saying, y'all. I see that same.
But I do want to be more consistent. Like, that's just about knowing strengths and weaknesses. When I was just dressing up cute, taking pretty pictures, posting Drake captions, that was easy. But marketing, talking about my, like, that was really hard. When I first, and that's why I truly believe that everybody's kids should be in sales. You know, like the people who in the middle of the mall selling flat irons and stuff, you getting rejected all day telling no. So when I got into business, I'm like, dang, it's a difference in losing and being rejected. I didn't want to like introduce myself to people. I'm like, what's wrong? So as kids, that's why they should work. Like, we should experience rejection, and I think athletes have that's the worst because we up here, we always popular. People always know us, and when you step out in the real world, you already. Especially that's why I really tend to my men. And my athletes, because especially the football players, like at these big schools, you go to being a superstar. You go from something to nothing overnight if you don't make it to the league. And that's very depressing from a financial standpoint, just from a pride standpoint. So yeah, just learning rejection at an early age is really important. And I also think that playing team sports is very important. I say all the time, I'm able to work with a lot of different personalities. So many women, they run from friendships, they run from if somebody is different, but they say 92% of CEOs all play the team sport. Like, kids got to experience and be forced to work with different people to a common goal. Yeah. Okay. So.
That's some hell of a game, Shaw.
What?
That's some hell of a game. We appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Nah, for sure. They definitely been.
We got to bring her back.
Nah, for sure. We're going to have to come back and just talk some more shit.
Yeah, I got you.
But that's some great game, man. We really appreciate you coming on the show.
No problem. And I appreciate y'all for having this. Like, this is
big. This a lot, man.
Yeah. They needed that. I needed that. I ain't going to lie. I needed that.
Definitely.
Nah, real shit. All hearts and minds clear.
The doors of the church are now open.
You know what it is, man. 21 Vibe the podcast, man, and we out.
Bro, how I forget? When did y'all put a group that she was going to be on here?
Yesterday.